All right, we ready?
Yeah.
For episode 31. Mason McCarty.
Here, Mikey, why don't you go in the middle so we can actually see it?
Well, I was gonna stick it out after, but why not? Roll one.
Stick wet.
Scene one.
Say it all, you can start from the top.
For episode 31, Mason McCarty. Roll one. Scene one. Take one.
Nice. All right. First question. Tell me your name and who or what you are.
I'm Mason McCarty, and I am not perfect, and a child of God, and definitely not perfect, yeah.
Tell me something you don't like about yourself.
I think I'm quick to assume things of people sometimes, and I don't love that. Sometimes I feel like I need to put on a happy face, and usually that's how I feel inside. But it might be a part of me that's a little bit of a people pleaser. Just because I always want to see the best in everybody and everything, and when I think too hard about how short life is and how quick things go, I get kind of freaked out that I'm not living up to the fullest. And if I don't put on a happy face or fill other people around me, that what was the point? And I think usually that has kind of been good. Because I push myself to look for the best in people and situations, but when that has hurt me, I don't think I get as deep as I should. And in bonded relationships, where I can actually tell somebody how I really feel or really see something. So I think that's affected relationships like that, where maybe I'm not as close with somebody because I haven't been the most open, and usually I'm trying to be the funny guy or nice guy. But and then there's days where I am that way, and that's how I truly feel, and it feels good. So
Where does that come from?
yeah, I don't know. I think as a kid, I think I have self-diagnosed ADHD or something like that. I was very hyper and always just really creative, and I think it came from a place where maybe you could even say watching movies and TV. I loved the way people talk to each other, nice, and and it depended on the movies you were watching, but I loved seeing connection and celebration for each other. And I think when I would go out to school and hang out with people, I would somewhat be disappointed because people wouldn't cheer people on and be excited, and I think it just came from it came from a place in me that was joyful, because I had a great childhood and I had a family who loved me, and I kind of just expected that everybody else would be feeling that same joy and that excitement about opportunities and people and connections and relationships. But not everybody feels that way. Not everybody's on the same page like that. So, yeah.
Tell me something you like about yourself.
I like that I'm creative. I like that I know what I want to do. And yeah, I think I feel good whenever I see a lot of people who are going through life and they don't know their purpose yet. They don't know their destiny. They don't know God's plan for them or what's going on. But I feel like it's clear to me, and maybe sometimes not all the time, but it's clear that this is what fills me is creating and collaborating. And so what I like about myself is that feels good, and I feel secure and not really questioning myself. Is this what I'm called to do? Is this what I'm supposed to be wasting my time on? And so I guess what I like about myself is I do know what I'm doing, and there's comfort in that. And then sometimes it's scary because you're not in the place that you think you'd be or where you'd like to be. But other than that, I like that what do I like about myself? You know, you don't ask yourself that often, you know? That is so funny. And, you know, that just goes back to, like, the whole somewhat people pleaser thing, is that you don't ask yourself that often. But I feel blessed and fortunate that I got hair on my head, I got clothes on my body, and I got, a family that has supported me growing up. So I like that. I like the person that people around me have made me to be. So, yeah. All my faults, all my insecurities, and all my confidence. So, yeah.
All right. Last question. That was good.
Oh, man.
You leave here. On your way home, you die unexpectedly. No time to say goodbye to anybody. What part of you as a human being, what part of your soul or personality or character do you hope that you instilled in the people that you knew?
I think if I were to go, I would hope that people would see the power in encouragement, or power in, honestly, I mean, maybe that's it, encouragement and being a light. Because I had this interesting thing happen to me the other day, where I was walking out of a store, and I ran into an old friend of mine's mom, who I haven't seen since maybe junior year of high school. But I've always been friends with her, and we did theater growing up. And her mom was just so encouraging and so sweet to me, and proud of me for everything I'd been working on and striving for. And it felt so good to feel that. And it was almost like refueling in a way. And right after that, I'm just walking on sunshine. It just felt great, And then as I'm walking, somehow I just make eye contact with this person in this car, and they just flip me off. And I don't know why. I don't know who this person is, but just out of all the cars I can make eye contact with in this parking lot, I just zoom over and, and I mean, people get flipped off, but for some reason I found it so ironic that I felt so built up and encouraged, and then immediately you can find yourself thrown in a ditch. People just are ruthless like that. But I found it interesting that how much it can help somebody to encourage and be a light, because flipping people off, being someone who's tearing people down, that's not going to move anybody forward. And I found encouragement is it will take people places. And so if I were to go, I would hope that I have encouraged enough people to believe in themselves and feel comfortable and excited about what they're excited about.
That's good shit. Nice. Well done.
Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it. Cut.